Hey, welcome to Industrial Live. I'm your host, Jeff Hine, where it is our goal to make you more money. Now today we're talking about advanced lease provisions. Specifically what we're talking about here are clauses that you and your attorney can include in future leases that are going to help you maximize your gains and protect yourself in case something goes wrong. So let's get started. Number 1, capital improvements. Add a capital improvements provision. Now what we're talking about here is any big capital expense. Parking lots, the roof. What you can do here is you, the landlord, you still pay for this expense like you would normally, but then you can bill the tenants back by amortizing the costs over the useful life of that improvement. And you can even amortize it with a market interest rate, something like 6%, for example. So if your new roof costs 100 grand and its usable life is 20 years, you can bill the tenants back an extra $8,500 a year or so for 20 years. So now you're getting paid to replace the roof. Not too shabby. On to point number 2. You hope it never comes to this, of course. What I'm talking about is a personal guarantee. Personal guarantee. Now, especially that we could be approaching the end of a market cycle here, this is going to become even more important because you don't want your tenants declaring bankruptcy and then just getting out of paying rent, okay? Now, a more advanced move here would be to get the spouse on the line as well, and that's actually pretty doable. That way, anything that's jointly owned, like a house, for example, is on the hook. Now again, you hope it never comes down to that. We don't want to take anyone's house, but what you have to remember here is you have a mortgage to pay. And if you don't pay your mortgage, you know that the bank is going to be coming after you and your house. So protect yourself with a personal guarantee. All right, number 3 is late fees. Get aggressive with the late fees. Okay, so you gotta pay your bills, and the tenants gotta know it is not okay to be late on the rent. One way you can structure this, for example, is after a 5-day grace period, give them 5 days. If they haven't paid their rent, hit them with a 5% surcharge on top of that monthly rent. If they still haven't paid, an extra 2 days later, we're 7 days deep now, another 5%. And then every day after that 7 days, you hit them with a flat fee. Something in the neighborhood, the ballpark of 1% of their monthly rent. So if they're paying you $4 grand a month, for example, on the 8th day and every day after they haven't paid rent, an extra $40 a day. That'll get their attention and that'll get you started. All right, so there we go. Your 3 advanced lease provisions. Remember, number 1, capital improvements. 2, personal guarantee. 3, get aggressive with the late fees. Now that's all we got, but before you go, I want to know, what do you want covered? What is the missing piece of the puzzle holding you back from maximizing your gains? What is going to help you make more money? Email me at jeff.hine@sbn.com and we might just cover it on an upcoming episode. So thanks for joining today. This is Industrial Live. I'm your host, Jeff Hine, and we'll see you next time.